Hello, my name's Andrew, this is Grow Tropical MK. I've dug out some archive footage of me overwintering Musa Ensete. First one's in the ground, the second two are in pots. Let's see how I get on. Enjoy. Good, plenty of roots on there. You actually want to trim the roots down to about here. Take all this mud off. I'm going to be chopping this one about here, so that'll give us a nice bit of trunk to start working with next year. So I'm actually going to be using a bread cutting knife. Chop off some of these side bits as well. Get out of the way, dog. Absolutely full of water. It's really heavy. Just going to do a straight cut. Just got the roots in the start as well. Just all that back into the bed here. And this one is in a pot. Actually got bigger than the one in the ground, and was bought at the same time and the same height. However, it is due to location. I think the other one didn't get as much sun as this one. With these Ensete, they are pretty hardy, but I wouldn't be banking on them surviving through the harshest of winters, that's for sure. So again, give me a chop here. Try and get as much of the pseudo stem as possible. Nice chunk on that one. I would say the one that was in the pot to perform better. Let's pick around this part, and I've managed to take a longer division as well of the pseudo stem. This is the older Ensete. I overwintered it last year, and I'm going to do the same again this year. I'm expecting a much bigger trunk than the other two. Got a feeling this one could be a bit more difficult to dig out. Blimey now. That is in there. That fern's going to have to come out. Already in there as well. So what I'm doing is just digging a circle round it, trying to break as many of those roots as possible so that I can get it out. Just using the bread knife to cut through the bottom. See a load of water in the trunk. It's important to drain these of water prior to overwintering, and it is a case of just hanging them upside down in a cool, dry place like a shed. Oh, what a struggle this one is. Very nice. And back to the Ensete chop shop. So as you can see, the older one is a lot girthier than the other two. So this one has been moved around the garden quite a bit in a pot, so likely has received more sun than the one at the bottom there. What you need to do is just wash off this soil at the bottom. Probably good to mention that you shouldn't use a pressure washer for this purpose. You could end up ruining your Ensete. Now that they're all cleaned off, it's time to just tidy these roots up a little bit. The idea is just to chop them back a lot further, so we've got minimal on the ends here. A bit slippy, so I'm going to go on the ground to do this one. It's raining, so everything's getting a little bit wet. So I'm going to put them in this box. It's got holes in the bottom and leave them to drain for the next couple of weeks in the shed. And then what I'll do is I'll move them into the house, into my garage room, and put them on top of a cupboard for the winter. So I hope you found that useful. Here's an example of one that was dry stored. This is February, and I'm just planting it up for the next season. Have a great day.